using in the big world and also in the ESG world for a lot of years. CHEK Toolkit provides different tools that try to fulfill different parts of the workflow. No, a platform, a geospatial data access, data validation, BIM and GIS conversion, compliance checking, and digital signature. If I would have to rewrite the project, maybe this toolkit will be bigger, no? It has passed a lot of time since we write the proposal. And for example, I see here that we were missing other key parts like text database, no? For example, etc. But these are the models that we built under the project. And the platform in this case is the orchestrator. The platform that we use is BIM Server Center from SAI, which is the software company that I work for. And the platform provides basically two spaces, one for the designers in BIM Server Center Corporate and one for the municipalities in BIM Server Center Validation. And we must say that this platform also makes the connection between these two stakeholders. This connection is made through the check-in tools. The check-in tools, sorry, there's someone with the mic open. Please, can you close the mic? I don't know if it's Milena. No, it's not. Yes, okay, thank you very much. Okay, so in between this relationship of the designer and the municipality, and by concept, as Orjola explained it before, the idea was this idea of pre-checking, that some tool will exist between the designer and the municipality that will be on charge of checking the models, okay? These tools are connected to the platform through BIM Server Center Developers, which is a type of account that provides software developers access to the API, okay? Another thing that I want to say for the platform is that it's a free of use platform, okay? This check-in software was made by the different software developers, one for SAP Urban, VisiMap Check from Virtual City Systems, and Verify 3D. These three software are competitors, let's say. They try to do or to fulfill the same issue, which is checking the BIM models. And with this, we try to demonstrate that as this process is really complex, probably you will not find a unique solution that will fit all Europe or even the same country, no? So the idea that different software providers could fulfill the same part of the process was one of the things that we wanted to highlight. We have the check-in software, but we also have other types of software that are trying to complete this workflow, to fulfill different parts of this complexity. We also have in the project GIS and BIM converters to be able to exchange the information. We have also BIM and GIS data validators, which validates that the data that is in the BIM and GIS models is the data that will be needed for checking after all. And we also have a module for digital signature. This is a little bit more or less the picture. And now I'm going to show you the workflow, how this works. So in the background, we have BIM Server Center as the platform. The designer with any authoring tool will upload the BIM model to a BIM Server Center project in a corporate account. The developer's account, the check-in software will exist outside BIM Server Center, but the developers will be able to connect the software to the platform. So to extract the information from the corporate accounts, to extract the information to the designer, but also to send the projects to the municipality, which has another type of account, which is the validation account. Okay, so basically this is the big picture. The designer uploads the BIM model to the corporate account. The model there can be, for example, converter. You can do BIM to GIS conversions. You could do various things, no? But the objective will be to arrive to the checking software, no? You can, let's say, prepare this model to arrive to the checking software. Once you have checked the software, and again, this is a process made by the designer, the municipality is just rechecking what the designer has checked. And the idea here is really important. I think it was one of the first ideas that we came to an agreement in CHEK that was that before sending the models to the municipality, the designer, the process should allow the designer to know if the models comply or not. Why to send the models if you already know that they don't comply, no? So this pre-checking will be made by the designer, and after this pre-checking, this information will be sent to the validation accounts to recheck, to be accepted, because we urbanist rules sometimes have little things that can be accepted by municipalities or not, no, that they are not parameters in parameters, so there's not so easy to put in parameters, let's say. So there will be a final validation by the municipality. Okay, at the end, the municipality and the designer are sharing the same project, but in different views and stages, okay? They share information, but partial information. The designer will not share 100% of the project, only the information that is needed by the municipality. And here, I wanted to show you a little bit the BIM Service Center platform, but I'm going to do it live better because I think we have this account in CHEK project. We created two accounts, one from designers and one from municipalities. We all share these accounts. If you see here an account this is the part of the designers, and the designers part contains projects, and each of these projects contains the models, no? A series of models, also a work team, a history, issues, etc. Now, who has done what in this model? If you see the account, actually, we have a lot of projects because we did have to do a lot of testing. You say the same project. You can see the same project repeated again and again because we did a lot of testing on these projects by the different software developers, proving what things we needed in this case. I'm going to show just a second. For example, this demo. In this demo, I have prepared. So, for example, what is a project? In our view, no, a project is a set of contributions. These contributions could be the model, and each of the contributions could have more than one file, no? You have the project, you have the contributions, you have the file. So, for example, in this case, we have the architecture, we have the site, we have the check-in separated. All these models work federated in the viewer and on the check-in. And again, a contribution is a list of files. So, for example, this urbanist contribution that was made with SIP Urban has a PDF with the results, but also has an IFC model with the results, and has a JSON file that we agree. In this case, when we started the project, IDS was not even a thing. So we decided to use JSON to save information with the platform, etc. Just you have issues also on the platform. This is a little bit the part of the designer. And I'm going to give the floor to the next presenter, which I think is Elisa. And we will see now the different tools. We have seen the designers part of the platform. Now we are going to see different check-in tools. Okay, and finally, we will see the municipalities parts of the platform. So please, Elisa, I don't know if you want to share the screen or I just pass the slides.
Yeah, just pass the slides. So
Okay.
we know the part of the connected tools from the CHEK and Toolkit. So when starting a project, the designer is in need of the geospatial and context information as basis for the design. And this may include a subset of the current terrain, the built environment, and urban planning layers, such as the plot boundaries. To support this task, we can export a selected subset of geospatial data from VCMap and send it directly to the DBP platform and the associated project. From there, other tools such as the GeoToBIM converter can pick it up and use it as input for the next workflow steps. So if you're going to go to the next slide. So data validation and conversion tools play an important role in the next part of the process. These tools will be presented in the next session, so we will not lose a lot of words on it, but we'll skip them for now and focus on the core of the DDP platform, the integration of checking tools.
So I will start with this tool, which is called CHEK Urban. That was the checking tool provided by CHEK. Okay, and I'm just going to pass a video kind of quick and talk about it. This tool allows to import the surrounding buildings and GIS information that we have converted. This tool has a list of checks for each municipality. So when you load this list of checks, you will know automatically which information you need to bring. Here we are seeing which is the information that I bring from the EIS tool, no? Number of floors, for example, maximum height. This is information that I can import in the tools. The display area, these tools also allow to create views. No? CHEK Urban allows you to create views. And why this is important, no? Views and point of views. Because when you create a check or develop a check, this view is going to be saved. So then the municipality can see this view, this point of view, and this view, this check. No? At the end, it's important also not only to see the 3D model, but to see the 3D model in a specific way. No, and we are going to see this in CHEK Urban, Verify 3D, etc. Here I'm showing you a check that is done manually, and maybe a difference between CHEK Urban and the other two checking tools that we see here is that CHEK Urban does checks automatically, okay, but it does also checks manually. Why? Because we realized after a lot of time, and when checks manually, I mean, for example, the maximum height has to be measured from this point. No, from our past experience, we realized that there's some things in the BIM models that can be automated, but there's some things in the BIM models that will need to be specified by the designer, and that's the approach of our tools. Not to have this part of automated things. I can read the floors, but maybe I need to measure things from a specific point of view. I'm not going to extend just a little bit to show what the tool is capable of. I will pass to the next slide for Christian.
Yes, thank you very much. I hope you can hear me. I'm representing Verified for Synapse. Verified is a model checker in the cloud, so it runs entirely in the web browser, and we have integrated many different external platforms and tools, which basically means that the users have a choice of which platforms they use. They are not locked in with anyone, which is nice for municipalities, but especially for adoption with the construction sector, where the actual design is taking place most often in proprietary software solutions. So we connect to these platforms. We support different formats next to IFC, also Revit, for example, and to different issue trackers. I'll show two short videos. One would be showing how to connect specifically to BIM Server Center, and the other one is to how to import rules. You can press play.
The audio or?
It's a video with audio, so you can press play and.
We cannot hear the audio, I think.
Yeah, you cannot hear the audio. Okay, this is explaining how to connect to BIM Server Center. So the video is still playing. So this is what you see on the when you log into Verified. It's explaining a bit the landing page, and shortly it should be going to the projects page. Also, it shows you that Verified is a collaborative solution, so you can join people from your own company, and also in projects you can work with multiple people. Here we see the project page, and we are going to add a project from one of the CDE integrations, which is BIM Server Center. So you see there's also ones which are construction specific here, and there's ones which are more general. So we have Autodesk and Aconex and Procore, but also Google Drive and Dropbox and SharePoint. So whatever a designer may use, they can use this system to actually access their files in their working environment and check them against the municipality rules. And here we go into the BIM Server Center project, and we are going to load a model, which I think is a starting point for the next video. Yes, so here we have a level. We can load multiple models at the same point in time, and also we can coordinate them. And so when people are using Revit, they can use directly a Revit file. We can go to the next video on the next slide.
This one.
I think it's still the same slide. Yeah, no, this is validating. This is good. So we've prepared a rule set for the Prague municipality and also another one for the Ascoli-Piceno municipality. This video is just showing how to run this prepared rule set. Within a project, different users can share rule sets. Also, we're working on sharing within a company and across companies. But also we made them available as JSON files, which for the CHEK people within the CHEK project, they are available on the SharePoint. So it's also possible to exchange just a file with the rules. And here they're simply run as a whole. And we created also an export to JSON in the format which is needed for the BIM Server Center, but we haven't finished that. So we created a couple of rules, which I don't want to go too far in the specifics, but we did some for the urban environment, for the floor area ratios, for the gross, regarding the building index, and similar. We also looked at ceiling height, window clearance, and occupancy. And then specifically for accessibility, a check like lift entry clearance was actually most applicable and most easy to translate between different municipalities. If you can go to the next slide.
We don't have much time.
Yes, this is very shortly. I want to say that previously we were CNAPS and we had Verified, but now we have become Solibri, and now it's called Checkpoint. So if you want to know more about our solution, that's where you find us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. VisiMap is a web mapping framework that enables interactive visualization analysis of urban environments in 3D. For CHEK, we developed this plugin from VisiMap to connect to the CHEK platform and connect CHEK compliance with regulation with reference with the urban environment. Here you see how to log in with your credentials from BIM server and also connect to the organizations and the projects that you are connected to. Once you load the contributions of the building, it will also load the environment, this geospatial environment in which the project is located. And there you can visualize the design, but most importantly, you can also check compliance. So you can run the complete checklist here, and it will give you a visual result of the checks that pass or fail with crosses or check marks. Here it uses in the background the result from the BIM to Geo converter. So we are using semantic information for the checks. So for sure, we don't want to rely on a black box of automated results, but you can also show the details of each check by clicking on show results, and then you can visually explore the results in the map. Explore the results and also in the window get some details about the demanded value and the calculated project value. Each type of checks that we support can be customized based on parameters in the backend. So, for example, one municipality may calculate the height based on the minimum of the terrain and the maximum of the walls. But other municipalities, the constraint may be based on the relation to other urban features, such as the distance to road in this case. So now we assume that our model finally passes all the checks, which means that we may want to send a proof of this validation to the municipality. This will enable the project for the municipality on the DDP platform and transmit the report in a tabular form so they can browse the results. But for sure, also the municipality can go to VCMap and connect using their platform account to examine the project and the checking results in detail in the urban context. So with this, we are almost closing the loop from the project design to validation. But before we first want to sign the BIM file before submitting the report for legal reasons, which will be explained in the next step by Luigi.
Thanks, Lisa. Good morning, everyone. Yeah, in this part, we developed a module in the roots. We developed a module for the signature part, which we can see in this white small image. If you can play the, yeah, we see all this where the user needs to input their country, their model. On the background, we see also the model, which is the IFC model. They will need to write their number there. So then they will receive a verification in their cell phones, so they can validate they are the right user that is signing the file. So after they confirm all this, they will receive in the application. So after they click on this check, they will receive on the platform or application. In this case, we're using the Stellar as the main platform. After it's confirmed, it will show the signature. So yeah, in this case, we're using Trust, which is the TSP, which is a trusted service provider. That it's a valid trusted service provider that based on the latest regulations, EU regulations. And we have these qualified electronic signatures, which is the latest also or the highest standard of digital signatures based on the regulation. So after everything is confirmed, the user will see this module that everything is signed. If you see on the right bottom side. After that, we can also send this information to the platform, CHEK platform, that it's being server center, right? So after we send that, we can review all this information in BIM Server Center. We also add the additional data related to the signature. But yeah, this is one of the latest steps that, in this case, the designers need to do to sign their final files before issuing to the municipalities. Yeah, that's it all on our side. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Okay, this is a little. I know I don't have.
There are three more minutes. Yeah, thank you.
I know that I don't have so much time. So just to grasp everything, we presented a little bit of everything. The last step that you saw, more or less, in the videos of Luigi and Elisa, are the validation accounts. I'm going to put this for 3. Okay, so there's another account which is CHEK municipality, and this is account where the results arrive. This CHEK municipality does various things, but the idea is that it allows the municipalities to go through the process. So, for example, here, the first step will be to assign a reviewer. You have the account, you have your technicians, then you assign the reviewer. And the projects can be in different stages: to be reviewed, accepted, rejected. Once you enter in the project, you will see the contributions that have been sent to you, with the information inside of each contribution that can contain, as I say, IFC, GLTF, PDF. Another thing that I didn't say is that this platform is working only in open formats. That's the idea. And as you can see also the 3D view of this information, no? The 3D view with the checks. Actually, during the CHEK project, we didn't have that much time to develop the viewer on the platform, but we are working towards that. We have a new viewer now that we didn't have the chance to see in the project, but I think all of us, all the software developers, believe that this digital building permit will arrive sooner or later, and we will keep investing on the software that we are developing. And yeah, just last, I'm not going to, as I don't have that much time, just to say again that we have a lot of videos on our channel where you can see the tools in more depth. And yeah, and we will be happy to answer any questions if you have, or maybe later on the meeting. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Anne and Joel. It was exciting. So the agenda is definitely broken, but it was really interesting to see all of these all together, even for me. So even if I'm not objective. So thank you. If you have any question, please write in the chat. We can have our break now, and we propose to have a 5-minute total break, and at 11:25, Oriola will share the video that was not possible to show before. So, and then we start again with our agenda. So thank you all, and enjoy your break.